Hey there, guys. It's your boy Ajax. I'm giving all my friends and family and everyone I know here, including you guys, the baby monsters, an update on the great American Solar Eclipse and where it's going to be best for the viewing tomorrow. It's going to be a huge event, and it's going to be affecting a lot of folks. Now, let me show you. I'm talking about the weather because that's the most critical aspect of it. Are you going to have clouds or not? Well, here's a look at the satellite. There's a storm over the Midwest, up over Minnesota, and there's a jet stream that's to the south. You can see that's enhancing the clouds over Texas. That is going to send clouds across the zone of the eclipse, actually, from Texas across this zone here to northern New York State. So there's a lot of folks will not be able to really experience the eclipse because they're going to have cloud cover and even rain to deal with. But a lot of folks will still see it. Now here's the radar. Now right now, as of about 9 o'clock or just after 9 Eastern time, there's rain in Indiana, moving into Ohio and Michigan. So if you're in those areas, if you wake up tomorrow morning, it's probably going to be cloudy, maybe some fog. It's not going to look great. But I think the trends of the latest forecasts have been drier. So there's going to be more sun in Indiana and parts of Ohio for the height of the eclipse. So that's some good news to report. Now, what's going on across the country in Dallas, they're telling folks don't stop on the highway to view the eclipse because, well, for obvious reasons, people are going to want to see it, but you can't do it. So don't do it if you're down in Dallas or anywhere. Now here's some more stories here. What's going on with this? In New York State, they're letting prisoners watch the solar eclipse for religious reasons with glasses provided. Now originally they were not going to do this. The prisoners were not allowed to watch the eclipse. They were going to put them in lockdown. Obviously, well, because it's prison, I guess, they want to punish them, but they caved. And they said the prisoners at Woodbourne Correctional Facility, which included a Baptist, a Muslim, a Seventh-day Adventist, 2 practitioners of Santeria, and even an atheist. An atheist sued for religious discrimination. So obviously it was a BS kind of a case, but they caved, they had compassion, so the prisoners will be able to watch it as they'll be in the direct path of it. If you're in the Midwest, well, guess what? You could have been rich. You could have made, some good money. It says the solar eclipse in Indianapolis, sending it into a frenzy because the entire city is shutting down. Because so many people are coming into the city that they can't handle it. And the Airbnbs there, of the people coming from out of state to stay there, they're going for $3,000 a night. So it's pandemonium out there. And let me show you the forecast. This map shows the path of the eclipse is here in red. You see that going up like this. And the cloud cover is in blue. So what I want to show is where the cloud cover is going to be. Now, this time yesterday, I looked at this map and actually had much more cloud cover in this area here. So the trend has been drier in this zone from Monday, while it has trended cloudier up here. Now, a regional view, southern Texas, here's the path of the eclipse. You're not going to see it in southern Texas, I'm afraid, because of the clouds and rain. The Dallas area in northern Texas, it's right on the border. I think it's going to be a little too cloudy right during the totality in Dallas. We'll keep our fingers crossed about the Dallas-Fort Worth area. In Arkansas, wow, we got some of the best viewing conditions here. This is the path, the center of the path right here, going just north of Little Rock, across southeastern Missouri, Cape Girardeau, Missouri, right in the path, and St. Louis very close. It looks like there won't be a lot of clouds in those areas, and southeastern Indiana up to central Indiana, Indianapolis. Now that's one state I've been watching closely because you're practically right in the heart of the eclipse path. And it looks like yesterday it was partly mostly sunny. Now maybe it's trending more mostly sunny. So that's great news. Northwestern Ohio, where the path is going, also has trended a little drier. So this zone up here, Lima to near Toledo and Sandusky, Ohio, could be some of the best viewing. A little more touch and go to Columbus, and definitely more clouds to the southeast. Western and northern New York State, not looking as good. And around Niagara Falls, right here, they're having this big event. They're having people come from everywhere to watch the eclipse happen with over the famous falls happening. But it looks like it is going to be fairly cloudy. Up here in Burlington, northern Vermont, Burlington, looked like it was going to be the best spot maybe anywhere yesterday. It has trended a little cloudier. So let's hope that the clouds hold off. And then here's the path later in the day. This is like after 3, 4 o'clock Eastern time. Montreal, if you're in Montreal, You could have excellent viewing there, so that's great news. Southeastern Quebec and northern Maine. Presque Isle, Caribou, and Halton, right in the heart. I don't see any problems. That will probably be the best spot of anywhere. And also into New Brunswick as it moves up towards Moncton and Fredericton. Almost a certainty that it's going to look great over there. I did some graphics yesterday. I did some graphics work, and I did some specific forecasts. So, like, I gave it a 1 out of a 10 for the eclipse viewing. San Antonio, 1 out of a 10. As I mentioned, clouds and rain. Dallas, touch and go, 3 out of a 10. Maybe better, although I tend to doubt it right now. Indianapolis, I gave 7 out of 10. And now with the latest trends, maybe even bumping up to about an 8 as far as the great viewing for the eclipse. And in Columbus, a 7 out of 10. We'll hope that those clouds thin out. It'll be overcast in the morning, but it will trend sunnier as you go through the afternoon. Buffalo is going to be only about a 3, maybe at best now, as far as viewing with those clouds moving in. And in Burlington, Vermont, a 9 out of 10. Although the trends have been a little bit cloudier. Also in New York City, I should mention that I gave it about a 7 out of 10. Although I don't think I have it up here. You're not going to be in the totality, though, in New York City area. It's about 88, 89%. But you will have a totality as far as mainly clear skies. So I'll leave you guys with Donald Trump's take on the eclipse here. And you can watch this right now. Woo!
Oh my God. This is so...
It's a celestial sign from heaven. Enjoy the eclipse, everybody, and be good.